Good morning. Today's coffee is brought to you by the Sweater Texture Mug. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's yard survived the rain yesterday. That was a lot. I'm just getting up and going, but I wanted to update on the fact that I finally got a photographer to come and help me yesterday, which is amazing. Thank you so much, Christina. I cannot believe that we got all those boxes checked and you got all those pictures, and that the minute that I went to go take a picture, it started downpouring. There's no other sign in the world that I was right, that I was right in the idea of outsourcing somebody to edit all those pictures, because I tried to take a picture and then all of a sudden it was downpouring and I didn't get any. Like, I am not inundated with trying to edit today because I didn't get a picture. Okay, so my girlfriend Christina came and we haven't touched base in a while. So I literally was like, okay, I'm working on a blog, I'm working on a website, I'm working on this, I'm working on the art, right? And in the natural progression of things, I want to be able to do these things for myself. Make a mug with my picture of my sunflowers on it, make a puzzle, all those little things, all that content. I want to be able to take pictures and then use those as samples of things I want to watercolor. So I want to really document it, but the things that I can go do forward, I can't get the resolution I need on my phone, right? So I've gone as far as I can go in my pay grade, but I'm knowing when to outsource. If you could help me on this project, I would love to give you credit for it, because I can identify where I need help. Like, I didn't know how to touch dirt, and that's why I got Melissa from Burgle Plants. And I showed her some examples of some things that I have taken or things that I want to do. And she's like, okay, once she had the clear idea, I was like, all right, let's go look at the sunflowers. And the worry about the sunflower is that there were so many ones that had started to die or were in the way. And it's like, I will cut every head off every flower and stage them if we need to, but I just don't know what we need to do, right? I personally want to do puzzles, and I tend to lean to less of a landscape and more of an up close bloom. So I was like, I don't know how to pull this off, and I need somebody to help me curate this. I like the ones I just posted, or like the ones I just shared. So she understood the assignment. Those are the ones that I did with my quick back editing, and I'm letting the professional take over. And I just cannot thank you enough. Christina was here. We squirreled. Shane came home. She was here when the storm came in. She had just started and got done taking pictures of the shed for the puzzle, and we had done the sunflowers. The storm comes in. It's hailing. After it started to lighten up, I'm like, I'm going to go check on my sunflowers. And 6 of my really big ones that we had just photographed were all broken and on the ground. And I was like, oh God, I can't believe that storm came in when it did. When we were planning, I said to her, I was like, I'm not a landscape. My eye isn't necessarily drawn to the landscape of things. So if you can get a picture of the whole bed, that's wonderful. So I have it. But my favorite kind of pictures are when they're not just a garden of flowers. It's like they cut all the heads off and then they arrange them into a rainbow or an ombre. That would be ideal. But I said, I have another 2 weeks, I think, at least until frost. And I have a whole bunch of more blooms coming in. So I'm not opposed to cutting the heads off every single fucking one of these flowers so we can stage it really pretty. But I don't know. And she's like, okay. So she's like, I was like, because I can take all the flowers and stage them in the garden bed picture, but then I could do more creative things with that, and play art with flowers. And that sounds really fun. It's like, okay, we have a plan. And then we did it. So I was excited that there was a photographer coming, but I did not know that I was going to decapitate all of the flowers in my garden. Didn't know that I was going to do that. And then after I did that, didn't know a storm was going to immediately happen and whether or not all of those flowers were going to immediately wilt. I started to panic, and it's like, did I just cut all the heads of the flowers off and then they're going to immediately die? Why did I do that? And I kept saying to her, I was like, okay, it's hailing now. The sunflowers that we just photographed, I don't know if they're going to survive. And 6 of them didn't. So I'm so unbelievably grateful that A, she came when she did, but B, that I didn't hesitate to cut all the zinnias. I cut all the zinnias back and shoved them in there because it's worth it. I couldn't, taking a picture of all the zinnias individually, it's like, bam, bam. This picture, worth it. I don't know what picture she got, but if that's the only picture that I got that my lens wasn't covered in water with because it rained the second I tried to photograph what we did yesterday, Like, if that's the picture that I got and I'm like, Christina, I think that we have the high probability of full on success with this. My cup runneth over. Like, I can't. Like, at one point, she was on a step stool, photographing, and I was holding. It's like, you got it? Like, risk it for the biscuit. You got the picture? I rolled the dice, though. I didn't look and fully understand what the weather was projected to do when I cut 100 flower heads, right? So now I have all these flower heads that I do not want to waste. I'm going to go forward confident that Christina and her talent got all the pictures that I need. So now I'm going, before all those flower heads wilt, I don't want them to go to waste. So I am going to arrange and picture and do cute things with them today after I just did the dishes, and I have to finish organizing my, no, the flowers have the biggest timestamp on them where it's like, yeah, I got to go find gym shoes that aren't wet that I didn't leave out in the rain. Start a load of laundry of the clothes that were in the basket right outside the door that got rained on. So it's like, I think that we do a little bit of cleanup today because we were blindsided by the rain, and now we don't. Oh no, we can't do stuff inside. I'm so sad. Oh man, it looks like I got to be outside today. Oh, Shane, you want to watch a football game? Well, we could. Oh, got to be outside cleanup. But I know that I was right to like, okay, I'm going to do, like, it may have seemed impulsive to cut all the heads off my flowers, but I know I have another 2 weeks and I want to encourage the growth on that. But also, had I left most of those flowers on the stems and not tucked them away, they wouldn't have been photographable today. They would have been really, really trashed. So I'm hoping that that doesn't bite me in the ass, but all signs point to the fact that I made the right decision. Oh gosh. Something that occurs to me and occurred to Shane is that Halloween is on a Friday this week or this year. And so we are having a Friday open house Halloween after the kids are done trick-or-treating. I don't know exactly what's going on in Antioch, but I do know that we're going to have a bonfire on Halloween and have an open door. Anybody wants to come, I'll have a movie in the trampoline for kids, and adults can hang out. But that is, I'm writing it down on my calendar and I'm doing that. So and if you see this and you know this and you love me and you want to see the garden in not all of its glory, in its staged for Halloween glory, yep, that'll and a little haunted garden walk. If anybody's interested in helping me curate that and stage a little haunted garden walk, my plan is to have it done by the time that Antioch has Treat the Streets, so I can offer for people to come and see and do a little visit, but then also Halloween. So really leaning into the backyard entertainment of things. And those are, like the 18th, 25th, and the 31st, I already have things in my head where it's like, I still have outside stuff to do, and that keeps me touching the shit inside I don't want to do. I'm so glad that these ones survived. And then this red one was falling over yesterday. And so right before the storm, I fixed the trellis on it. And now she's in her glory. Oh, but it's so sad to see these guys not make it. All right, I got to play florist today and get some good pictures. Come on, man. What else do you want to eat? I don't have anything. I got nothing. It's not time. Okay, I'll put some peanuts on.